Alright, what's going on, guys? Today, I want to talk about online dating in 2025 and why I just wouldn't recommend it, for most guys, and why I personally don't use them, and why I gave up pretty early with that, because, the internet has to be like one of the worst inventions for society, in my opinion. It's really just like one big mogging contest kind of designed to like discourage you and piss you off. I mean, it could be with like anything, you can be like in like a crowd of people, think you're like really, really good at like the guitar, and then just pull up a YouTube video of like some 12-year-old kid in China, just like shredding the guitar, like, and, yeah, you'll be like, oh, fuck, I'm actually dog shit, because like back then, what you got to realize pre-internet is you didn't have access to the whole world and like what true potential, like maxed out potential is for some people. You physically are unaware of it and can't see it. Like, let's say, for example, small, because it was always like smaller communities of people that knew each other, pre-internet. Like, let's say you're in a village with like 100 people. First off, there's always going to be those men that will be better than you at whatever it is, that will reproduce. Like, if you didn't know this is like a legitimate statistic. Only 40% of men reproduced throughout history, while 80% of women did, which I guess makes sense because, the cool down period for women is like 9 months, and it's usually like the same guys that like, reproduce anyway. And that's just how evolution works. Like, there's always going to be those like undesired men, and there's always going to be those guys that like succeed, like no matter fucking what, We're a competitive species. Unfortunately, somehow along the way, we fucking became conscious, and then now we have to deal with like fucking existential dread and questioning shit and all that. But that's just always how it's been, But the difference is you could be like the most average fucking guy, but as long as you had like a niche thing you were good at and you were just like better than everyone else in that community, even though probably like miles and miles away there's some guy that's like way better than you. I guess that's why like the Amish, like they don't let outsiders in because they don't want to get mogged. They don't want like some fucking like, Brad Pitt 200 IQ motherfucker coming in there. You know what I mean? Maybe that's why, who knows? But yeah, there's always going to be that those few guys that are like really good at like everything, that will reproduce. And the problem with the internet now is like you have access to like the top 1% of, celebrities and like these people that are just so genetically gifted in everything they do. And it could be discouraging, like let's say you want to learn like the guitar and you're like, oh, I'm getting so good. I'm getting good. And then, you pull up a fucking YouTube video of like some 12-year-old kid in China, just like shredding the guitar, like with complete ease, like just like fucking easy as shit, and you're like, oh fuck, I'm actually dog shit, even though you're not, it gets discouraging, especially too, like when you see like fucking models everywhere and shit like that. Like, it's just, again, like that's why I don't use the internet now. It's just meant to like kind of piss you off. And that's like the funny thing too. It's like, most guys, like it's not even the fact that you're bad looking. It's just the fact that the internet, you have access to all these guys, pretty much like like women have like access to everyone. Like, I want to tell you, like, I thought about this. There's this girl I grew up with, she was like a friend. I met her like in middle school. We would walk to school together. Like, her parents wanted me to like walk her to school because like New York City fucking sucks anyway. And like, just to like, keep her safe and shit like that. And we were like really good friends, for a long time, all the way up until my senior year. We just kind of like stopped talking, but I did ask her out, on my, in my senior year. And she told me, she was like, oh, well, I'm actually online dating this guy from the Netherlands. And at the time, I didn't even think anything of it. I was like, okay, like, I guess that's cool. And she showed me a picture of him, like, obviously mogs the shit out of me. And I'm like, well, have you ever met the guy? And she was like, no, I haven't met him, but I just know he's the one, like, he's going to be my future husband. We plan on meeting soon, and, all that shit. And I didn't think anything of it at the time. I was like, okay, cool. But had the internet not have existed, and it was just like, just like this small community, no internet to like access like everyone all over the fucking globe. You wouldn't even like see like models and shit. Maybe she would have given me a chance. Who knows? You know what I mean? So, I mean, yeah, you know, like there's that to think about, you know, for sure. And that's just, yeah, it's just why I don't like the internet at all. You know, I can't stand it, you know, it's just getting worse and worse and worse, you know, but, yeah, that was definitely something. And like, now that I think about it, you know, after all, like over the years, like after like all this like fucking knowledge about shit, I'm like, damn, you know, like the internet really did fuck the world up, you know, in a sense. And I remember, you know, the first time I used a dating app, I think I was like 19. My friends were just begging me to use Tinder. And like, I'm not the type of person, like, I don't fucking take pictures of myself. I never fucking like had like any personal social media ever. Cause like, I always knew like I wasn't the best looking anyway, you know, like I've been told that my whole life. And I was like the only fucking redhead kid in school. I actually did match with one girl on Tinder, only for her to tell me that I looked like the fucking the guy from Ratatouille, like the chef on Ratatouille. And she just unmatched, and that was it, pretty much. And they kept like just delusionally thinking, they're like, bro, like you just gotta like take pictures with us, like we'll do like a photo shoot. And I just, God, it's so cringe thinking about it, because they literally hired a photographer for themselves because they were just like so eager to like fucking, you know, get laid and shit. And at this point, like I just will just like cringe my ass off. Like I didn't even care that much, you know what I mean? I tried Bumble. I remember trying that, and I never got a single like on it, and I thought the fucking app was broken. I thought it was completely broken. I'm like, oh, maybe it doesn't work. No, it works. Your face just doesn't work. You know, and especially nowadays, like I put on a lot of weight. I fucking sleep in a car. I fucking shave my head. My hair's falling out. I don't even give a fuck anymore. Like I'd have to be like legitimately delusional if I were to ever fucking like hop on a dating app and like match with somebody. Cause like some of these guys are just so fucking stupid. Like, let me tell you, like I was talking to my friend about this like months ago, you know, he told me it was like okay to talk about, you know, on my channel. Essentially, like this was years ago. I think I even like made a video on it back then, but this was maybe like 2020. You know, what happened pretty much. So we were like sitting in his room. He was like on Tinder, like just swiping and shit. And he matched with clearly a bot. Like it was clearly a fucking scam. Like I could smell that shit from a mile away. You know, like I knew it was a scam 100%. And he thought he scored. You know, she was like a few years older than him. Like she was like my age now. Like she was like 20, or he, you know, was because it's all like the same shit, dude. Like if you're subhuman as fuck, like I don't understand how some of these guys get like scammed like that. Like especially like if they match with somebody who's like significantly more attractive than they are. Like it reminds me of that one story. Like I know Rehab Room, I think he made a video on it, but I remember reading this article years ago. There's this Indian guy who matched with like this 21-year-old like you know, e-girl, and apparently like she tried to, I'm not even joking too, like you could fucking look up the article. She tried to like sacrifice him to Satan or something and like stab the guy. You know, luckily the dude survived, but if he just had self-awareness in his fucking head to question and be like, nah, this is a scam. Because like if that shit happened to me, I'd be like, like really, like you really think my 250-pound fucking balding redhead ass is like actually, like you, like come on. Unless it's like a single mom in like her 40s and shit, maybe I believe it. But come on, like you just have to have fucking self-awareness, you know. That's why like I don't talk to women in general. Like if any woman show any interest in me, especially online, it's bullshit. It's complete fucking bullshit, you know. But my friend, you know, unfortunately, this motherfucker, he, you know, matches with him. You know, it's probably just a guy. But the English was all broken and fucked up, and he's thinking it's legit. He's like, oh, come on, let's see, bro, let's see. And, you know, she wanted to like she wanted to quote unquote hook up with him. Gave him like this random ass address in the Bronx, which is like a shitty area anyway. And he's like, oh, bro, I think it's legit. Let me just check it out. So, you know, we drive there. It's like a complete empty house. He's banging on the door. I'm sitting in the car for like a legit, like, dude, like a half an hour. I was like kind of scared too. I'm like, fuck, you know, because you don't really realize too, like, some of these fucking like clueless, like sub 5 oofy doofies, like, they think they're like meeting a fucking girl and they're probably gonna, like, I was just waiting for like 5 guys to pop out of the fucking door with like shotguns and like rob his ass. Like, that's just what I was waiting for. I'm like, dude, you're gonna get fucking robbed. Like, you're getting fucking robbed, dude. But, you know, she doesn't pick up, obviously she doesn't answer the door because it's not fucking real, and I knew that. And he gets back into the car. You know, she like wanted like money or something. And, he gets back in the car and he's like, "No, bro, I think it's legit. And I'm like face palming, like, I'm just like bitching the whole time. I'm like, dude, we got to get out of here. Like, this place ain't good, or whatever. We got to go. And I'll never forget this shit, guys. He turns to the right, you know, the right of me, looks at me with like big fucking bug eyes and screams like with this ogre yell. He's like, "I just want sex, bro." And then I just like stopped talking. Like, I swear, he just fucking looks at me, just goes, "I just want sex, bro." And I just shut up, you know. And then she gives him another address, which he dropped me off, you know, because I told him, I'm like, dude, if you're gonna go to another fucking address, drop me off first, for the love of fucking God, so that, like, you know, people don't pop out and fucking rob us. You know what I mean? And this is the same friend too. Like, I remember too, like, we were at the gym one time and he had like this Adventure Time backpack, and he essentially, like, this girl complimented it and was like, "Oh my God, I love Adventure Time. I fucking love your backpack." And he was like, bro, I think she wants to fuck, bro. Like, dude, oh my God, bro, she's totally into me, bro. Like, just delusional, like, just so. And I think what happens nowadays is, like, since guys don't get like any female attention, they think that like any little tiny like compliment or just small talk about anything with a female means that, like, oh, she's down to fuck, bro, she's down to fuck. When you realize, like, women have a lot of options, and most of them are just trying to like have just a friendly conversation and shit. Like, because, you know, like, the thing is, like, most guys who like just approach women, it's so obvious, like, that they just want to, like, you know, get with them, you know. But guys don't realize that, like, the other way around, it's not like that, you know. Women are just being friendly, pretty much. It's like, you know, it's like working at a job, and your female coworker asks, like, "Oh, can you fix my computer? Can you help me?" And you're delusionally thinking in your fucking head, like, "Oh my God, she asked me for help. She definitely wants to fuck, bruh." Like, oh my God, like, how delusional do you have to be? And that's like the level of delusion. He's like, "Oh no, dude, like, we gotta go back. Like, I gotta like see if I can find her, bro. Like, again, bro. Like, oh my God." And he just was like obsessed. He's like, "Dude, she definitely like wants to smash, bro. All because she complimented his fucking backpack, you know." But yeah, even with the whole like the Tinder scam thing that he had going on, apparently, like, he texted me at 4 a.m. and he was like, "Oh, I sent her $5. It wasn't real." And I was like, "Oh, really? It wasn't real? Oh, bummer, dude. I couldn't have guessed that one. I just couldn't have guessed that one, bro. Oh my God." Like, you know, like, I had to deal with shit like that all the time, you know. And it got to a point where I would just like cringe, you know. I really just enjoyed just kind of watching like my friends just do this shit. But like, the thing is, what I will say, you know, obviously with like brotherhood, like, these guys will throw you under the bus, dude, for like 2 seconds of female attention. I've seen it happen so many times. I was never like that. Like, I would rather just hang out with the fucking homies and like talk to women, because they're gonna just like look at me with like that, you know, the stank face anyway, and just sit on their phone. So there's like kind of no point anyway. But they will throw you under that bus if it means like I mean, even over the summer, you know, last summer, the same dude, he essentially fucking left me at a bar. Like, he hooked up with like some chick at the bar, and he left without telling me. You know, this was like the first like fucking 2 weeks of me living in my car. Dude just leaves without telling me, you know. And it was just like, oh my God, you know. Oh yeah, you guys remember, I just thought about this shit too. You guys remember that fucking DBDR's wife shit? Do you guys remember that? It was like this, I think it was a dude LARPing. 100,000 fucking percent, just a dude LARPing, trying to like probably pull my IP or some shit, or like leak my face or something. Like, I'm not a fucking idiot. Like, it's just, oh my God, man. Like, you know, I remember like seeing that shit. I'm like, yeah, I'm not falling for that. You know, and essentially, you know, I had made an Instagram just to talk to him, because I just assume these are just dudes LARPing as chicks, and I was just sending him or her like a bunch of random ass like pictures of wheat waffles and like Pepe the Frog and just stupid shit, because like, what the fuck is this? You know, like, I'm not a fucking idiot, you know, like, oh, what, I'm gonna meet you, or you're gonna like fucking rob me or like record me or some shit, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just all fucking bullshit, you know. And then like the last thing like she said was like, oh, I can see why you're in your position or some shit like that. I don't know, it was like something like that. But little like do you know, it's like, I'm not stupid, you know what I mean? Even if it was legit, I'm not fucking falling for that shit. Because it's like, it's even funny too, like look how well that turns out for most like content creators and YouTubers anyway, like who talk to female fans. Like, look at how well that shit turns out for most of these idiots. Because like some of these guys are so clueless, and like, you know, years down the fucking line, like when they get more and more popular, like these girls come out like, oh my God, he sexually assaulted me, even though they're just like completely fucking made it up, and they're just like doing that shit for like attention and clout and shit. I mean, I wouldn't like doubt that like some of these guys are like fucking weirdos and shit, but like the ones like, especially with like Joe Gatto, like this was like pretty recent too, like that guy, you know, these people don't even question it either. Like some random chick like tried to expose Joe Gatto for like sexually assaulting her or something, you know, just like randomly, and you could tell like she was like smirking and laughing throughout the whole fucking thing, and it was just really weird, and like she ended up deleting it. And then like a bunch of other girls just like came out, probably just for like attention, because there's no way that fucking guy would do shit like that. And like looking like deep into it, because like this is the thing, like I was even watching like Impractical Joker clips, and like the comments were like, oh my God, I don't know if I can watch the show. I don't know if it's the same watching the show after hearing what Joe did. Even though like you probably just like read an article or just like watched some, you know, because most people get their fucking news from like some normie cuck on TikTok with like a 10-second video, just like, first off, just like bullshitting about everything. Like it's so funny nowadays. Like I should really do that one day. Just like say like, guys, did you know that if you eat 2 watermelons a day and a pineapple, then you will grow 0.1 inches? And then they're gonna end, like the people watching this, since people are gullible and believe fucking everything without looking into anything, they'll be like, oh my God, wow, and they tell their friends. Like, dude, people are so stupid nowadays. Like no one looks into shit anymore. And like, yeah, Joe Gatto apparently like he couldn't take it, and he's in like the fucking mental hospital now or some shit. It's just like so brutal, dude. That's why like I don't fucking fuck with women, you know, at all. Like I don't talk to women at all. It's just not even fucking worth it in the long run. Even if it's like friendly, like acquaintance type shit, it's still not fucking worth it, you know, at all. But yeah, I don't know. It's just like fucking like this shit. It's just crazy, you know, the internet pretty much. And I think it's like funny too. Like you always see these guys like, you know, if you pull up Instagram, like you'll see like these posts of like these girls, like, you know, they'll be like in their early 20s. They'll be like, it could be like talking about anything at all, but they'll like for some reason, like, and I think they know what they're doing, but they'll like over sexualize it for some reason. Like they could be talking about like, oh, look at my new, I don't know, pan, look at my new, well, it's like some random shit. Look at my new Nintendo Switch with like their ass hanging out. And I think the funny part about it is when you pull up the comments, like I always wanted to make a video on this so bad, because I just find it's just complete comedy to me. You'll pull up the comments and it will be just like a bunch of down bad boomers. Like it's always if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. These fucking boomers, they'll have like a profile picture of themselves. Like they'll be like in their 60s, you know, balding, gray hair, triple chin, with like a blank like 1,000-yard stare, and with like the most like dog shit quality in the world, like taken off of like a fucking, I don't even know, like a Nokia or some shit. And they'll have like their full name, they'll have like pictures of their family on their shit, and they'll comment some shit on these posts. They'll be like, oh, send me your shit in a jar for $100. PayPal, shit in a jar. Oh, baby girl, oh my God. It's like, it's always the most creepy fucking weirdo shit in the world. Like, most of those guys are probably like fucking pedos and shit. Fuck those guys. But like, I just find it funny how like they literally, they'll have like legitimate pictures of like their whole life and their full names and shit. Like, oh my God, I just remember like trolling these guys back in the day because they're just so fucking clueless. Like, ban boomers from the fucking internet, man. Like, seriously, I think like all boomers should not be able to use social media. Like, if you're over like the age of, I would even say 50, you shouldn't be on the fucking internet. And if you're under 18, no internet for you either. Fuck that shit, man. You know, I already heard that like in Texas or whatever, they're banning like, apparently if you're under 18 you can't have social media, but that's not really doing anything. I mean, you still have access to fucking brain rot bullshit TikTok and like this bullshit content anyway. So it's just, I don't know, I just banned the whole fucking internet, dude. I'm so sick of this shit, man. Like, I really am, you know, but especially boomers too. Like, they're just fucking clueless, man. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's just funny. Like, if you know what I'm talking about, like, and you've seen it before, like, just like find like random ass like Instagrams with like girls on it, and it's always like just like Indian guys or like just like really old boomers, and it's just comedy gold. It really is. Like, I've been wanting to make a video on that for a while now, you know, just like these clueless idiots just like giving tons of validation. And that's like the thing too. That's another reason why why it's pointless to even talk to women anyway, because like they have so many orbiters, you know, that it's like unreal. They're constantly getting DMs by like all these like thirsty ass guys who just, I don't even know what the fuck, like they're just complete male desperation. These guys are just clueless, you know. Like, even when I did, you know, that Chad fishing shit, or the e-girl fishing shit, like I actually did that for a school project. I swear to God, back in college. That's the reason why like I did it in the first place. And I was just bomb fucking barded. You know, I even did a granny one, and I had like this guy with a 6-pack, like, oh, granny, sit on my face, granny. Sit on my face, granny. And, oh my God, dude. What the fuck? So, you know, it kind of like begs the question. It's like, well, what the fuck is the answer anyway? I don't know. Like, I found something that works for me. I don't have to fucking worry about shit. I mean, I pretty much fucking destroyed my sex drive with fucking, you know, years of alcohol abuse anyway. I just don't even give a shit, because I know it, and I already had, you know, my 2-week oofy doofy beta bucks relationship that I still want to talk about that ended horribly, you know, and it was all from cold approaching too. Like, I made out with a single mom, or a divorced mom, back in, you know, like late August. And that was like a fucking train wreck, because like, holy fuck, that was fucking weird. Because like, I was so drunk, and she was like 53, and she had kids my age, guys. She had 2 sons that were my age, you know. Yeah. And I don't know, me and my friend, we would go MILF hunting like over the summer for some reason. Like, we would just like try and find like single moms and shit. That's how you know it's fucking over. Like, he even had this woman, her name, well, I don't even know what her real name was, but we would call her Mommy, like M-A-M-I. She was like this 50-year-old Latina woman, and she had a son that was like a year younger than us, and my friend would be fucking this kid's mom while he was home. And I'm like, dude, this is, you know, when you know damn well like the kid's watching a rehab room video in his room while his mom's getting screwed by my friend. That's like, my good God, man. I don't know. But when I made out with that single mom, like, she was like telling me, like, after like I kissed her and like we started making out, like she was hanging all over me, and she was like, I'm actually not divorced. Me and my husband are separated, and so we're technically still married. He was just being an asshole, so I kicked him out. And he's like, because, you know, like, oh dude, it's just so brutal. Fuck this world, man. Holy shit. I mean, I probably could have gotten laid that night. Who the fuck knows? Because like the bartender kicked us out because he was like, you're making everyone in here uncomfortable. Oh my God, man. Yeah, you know, we're living in clown world. I don't take shit seriously anymore, and I fucking can't stand people, and I don't give a fuck, man. Online dating sucks. The internet sucks. People suck. just do your own thing, man. You know, when you get to that acceptance stage in your life, when you realize that everything is bullshit and you just really have to fucking accept being alone, shit becomes so fucking easy, man. You know, once you get over that hump of being angry at the world and you just stop giving a fuck, like it's fucking great. But yeah, that's pretty much it for now.